5 years ago, I had taken the very first step into a whole new community. Little, awkward, soft-spoken me got out a camcorder and recorded the very first Let's Play video of this channel. It was my first attempt at overcoming my fears of speaking and of people in general, something I never thought I'd actually shake. The game I chose for that was one that I love dearly, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Needless to say, those videos weren't the best in the world. Although I do look back on the series fondly, I've always wanted to record a new take with all the experience I've gained since that first attempt. And now, 5 years later, I think I'm finally ready. It's taken a long time to get to this project, but I hope you guys will enjoy this blast of the past right along with me. And with that, welcome to the first episode of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D Master Quest. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend, and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. And so begins the little fairy's journey, off to find her new companion in this big old world. Now I have to say, I am really fond of how they introduce the Kokiri Forest. I mean, this whole big overview, it pretty much points out to you exactly where you have to go and some dude doing strange things to a rock. But we're not paying attention to that. We're paying attention to how cute Navi can actually be when her mouth is shut and she's not talking. Alright, but that aside, we have arrived at the boy without a fairy's house. And here we are, quite the shabby little place if I do say so myself. Hello, Link, wake up! The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you! Link, get up! And of course he's just not having any of it. Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? I have to say, if I had an alarm clock like that, I would never be late to class again. I would not mind having a Navi in my life, just for that. Alright, so now Link is awake. What you want? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Decatree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Decatree has summoned you, so let's get going. Right now. I don't know why, I always picture Navi to be just that one really snarky little piece of fuzz. I don't know how to explain it, but still, I picture her to have some sass. And now, welcome to Kokiri Forest. And here comes Link's little girlfriend, and what a cat she looks like. Yahoo! Hi, Link! Alright, so you're here to greet us? Too bad, going back to sleep. Actually, no, I want to do something really quick before we leave our house. See this? This wasn't here like 2 seconds ago. Therefore, the very first pot that we will break is our own. Aw, I'm broke. I have no life savings. That was like my only container in here, and I had nothing. Oh, sad face. Link is poor. Alright, too many for letters. Here we go. Hello, Saria. I'm treating you to the most fancy ladder climb of all. Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Decatree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Decatree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Decatree. Alright, you wait right there. I'm watching you. Alright, so now we are in the Kokiri Forest. And now, if you're familiar with Ocarina of Time in any stretch of I'm going the wrong way, this pretty much introduces what I was going to say. In Master Quest, in Ocarina of Time 3D, the world is flipped. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it's kind of disorienting. So, that's gonna be a whole new twist on what we're doing here. And I'm probably gonna get lost a bunch. Hey, you, Mr. No Fairy, what's your business with the Great Decatree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. I'm kind of like 8 years old, so man is kind of out the window right there. Alright, what? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're gonna help the Great Decatree without both a sword and a shield ready? I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Sheesh! Alright, so he has ants in his pants or something, because he's just dancing up a storm. So that's pretty much our hint as to what we're supposed to do here. So, first things first, what we want to go and grab is a sword. Now, if we talk to this chick right here who's just kind of hanging out, oh, finally, a fairy finally came to you. Now you have a lot to learn. The best place to go to learn some new skills is in the Forest Training Center. That's pretty much your hint about where to get the sword. What you want to do is come over here. This is your training center of sorts, and then you have this place, Hole of L. I should be very concerned since my name is Link. Yeah, I'm not getting into that, but without further ado, we're going into this mysterious cavern with the sign at the end of the tunnel. Heard of light at the end of the tunnel, but this is kind of new. Not gonna complain though. Alright, so this is basically tutorial stuff. I don't really need to use that. I don't know why I decided to just look at it. Alright, so we have some rupees here and a big old boulder to avoid. Don't really want to deal with that. I have a feeling I'm going to get hit by it because I'm too lazy to be careful. Too lazy. Alright, here we go. And we have our very first big treasure chest. Da-na-na-na! We got the Kokiri Sword! This is the best thing ever. It's like a toothpick, except the blade. Alright, so to equip it, we want to go down to the Gear tab and open this up. This is pretty much our equipment screen. All we have to do is tap on the sword to equip it. The Kokiri Sword, a short blade suitable for a child. This sword is a treasure of the Kokiri. And we're just gonna waltz away with it like it's nothing. Okay, visit a house of... okay, whatever. Don't really care. I know how to use a sword, right? Right, we all know how to do that. It's no big deal at all. Alright, so now what we need to do is get a shield. Now I'm gonna save us a trip to the store and just let you know right now that you're gonna need 40 rupees to buy that shield. Yeah, it's a little bit steep, but what can you do? Now this I didn't actually know until kind of recently. You have this right here where it's telling you like tutorial stuff. What you want to do is basically backflip and you get a bunch of rupees just for taking part in this whole training thing. I think maybe you get another round by doing this. No? Is that it? Do I only get one round? It might be only one round. Oh, nope, I missed one. Alright, so that's one pretty cool way of getting started. Same with cutting grass with your sword. That's another great way to earn some quick rupees. And we already have like 20. I have a few other places that I want to show off first. Thrust attack. Wait, what did it say? How to do? Forward. Okay. That was not the way I want to do. Okay. Wait, it just said forward slash, not thrust. Alright, so we got money anyway. So those are all some really great places to grab some money. There's some up there, which I could grab, but that's kind of obvious. Let's see. House of the Great Mito, boss of the Kokiri, self-proclaimed, I would imagine. And he's like, I don't know what you're doing, sir, but it kind of concerns me a little bit. Just slightly. Okay, he's trying to pick it up. I don't want to know what kind of pickup he's talking about, but we will move on and raid Mito's life savings. Look at all this. Look at this. Green rupee. Haha. Blue rupee, which is 5 rupees. Blah blah blah. A recovery heart, so we're stealing all of his money and his hearts. Senpai! Serves him right for being such a jerk. I could use stronger language, but I'm nice like that. I don't like to talk about people in a negative light. So another way you can get some really quick money is by jumping back and forth between wait, why didn't that work? Why you not work? What? This is supposed to give you 5 rupees. Game? Why you make me a liar? I'm very concerned now. Alright, if you want to be like that, you can. Fine, be that way. Alright, I swear that usually gives you money. I don't know why it's not giving me money now. You can get some pocket change in the grass as well, which is pretty nifty. We already have 45 rupees. You can get some extra from like going into some of the houses and raiding other people's life savings and stuff like that, but we kind of already have enough, so I'm gonna grab this last one up here just for the extra boost and then head off to get the shield that we need. You came all the way up here? You're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with the eyeball so you can look around the forest with blah blah blah. Okay, so what she's talking about is this little button right here. Tap that and you can look all around and it's pretty, and your face is kind of weird. Your face is really weird. You're a little bit creepy, ma'am. Very creepy indeed. Alright, so that's most of like all the major points to get rupees. We have 50. She wants to talk to us. What you want? Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner out there. Okay. Tutorial stuff. Whatever. Thank you, but I am all good. Look at Link's neck. Link is like breaking his neck trying to talk to this chick. I'm so sorry, Link. You're gonna be doing that a lot. Alright, so here we have the Kokiri shop. Welcome! We sell shields, but not swords. Alright, so we have the Deku shield here. Alright, let's go ahead and buy it. You got the Deku shield. Alright, so now we have both our sword and a shield. So, we are well on our way. Let's go ahead and equip it. So we have this, a child-sized wooden shield. It's light, but also flammable. So don't set it on fire, whatever you do. You see something that's made of fire, you run. You run quickly. And you pay it no more mind. Alright, so now that we have our sword and shield, let's go ahead and talk to Mito. If you want to see the great Deku tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri Sword? You stole it, good sir. Give it back. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mito, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the great Deku Tree, huh? And there he goes. He's just gonna sit there and pout, or stand there and just kind of glare at me as I'm passing by. Yeah, he has some pretty bad issues, but we're not gonna play therapist right now. So here we have the very first ouch. Yes, our very first ouch. Our very first enemies of the game. Here we have a Deku Stick, which is a very, very handy little item. We're gonna be using a lot of those in the coming times. Go to items to equip an item, just tap this and then select the slot that you want to go into. A long stick taken from the Deku Tree. It can be swung or lit and used as a torch. So pretty nifty stuff. And with that, it's time to talk to the Great Deku Tree. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need thee to break the curse with thy wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? And then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use the fairy button to listen well to her words of wisdom. Alright, it's time to be eaten by a gigantic tree. Yeah, this guy doesn't kid around. Check that out. He is gigantic. Alright, so I think with that, we are done with the very first episode. Next time, we'll be pointing out a couple more differences in the Master Quest version of Ocarina of Time and heading into the Deku Tree's mouth. I will see you guys next time. MasaeAnela, out.